Hi everyone, I am Tara and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the sun. There's been a lot of talk like saying that don't stare at the sun, it's bad for your eyes. Don't go outside without sunblock on because it can give you skin cancer. Okay? Well, that's not true. Okay, I've been going out in the sun quite a bit. I actually stare at the sun all the time. I actually stare right into the sun. I think of vitamin A, they tell you take vitamin D. Well, vitamin D comes directly from the sun. Okay, that's the best kind of vitamin D you can get. Okay, there's a channel, Autonomy of the Human Body, and it says on that, it says on that channel about how the sun, okay? Now, fair skin, okay, yes, people burn. But as far as the radiation is not, that's not the radiation that's causing you to be sick, okay? The radiation that's causing you to be sick is because you're glued to a TV screen, okay? And it's hitting you right here in the pineal gland, whatever somebody wants to call it. Anyways, I want to touch base on this because, okay, they say don't look at the sun, okay, and because it's not good for your eyes. Okay, the natural light is good for your eyes, but the light, like the light bulbs, the lights from the cars coming in at you at night, you notice it's like it makes you go blind. You can't see. That's the light that's harmful. But see, the thing is, okay, they'll tell you don't shine a light in your eye, okay? But what puzzles me is they tell us not to shine a light in our eye because or don't stare at the sun because it'll make you go blind. Well, the sun doesn't make you go blind. I've actually been able to see a heck of a lot better since I started staring at the sun. I used to drive with my glasses on because everything was a blur, but now I can see the signs as if I had my glasses on. Okay? Now, think of when you go to the doctor, okay, and they do that medical exam. What do? They take this tiny bright light and they shine it right in your pupil. They tell you it's because they're checking for neurological disorders. Okay, and that's mandatory when you go in for your physical. Okay? Think about that one. They tell you not to shine a light in your eye, but they do it directly into your retina, your pupil. And also, when you go for an eye exam, what do? They have your eye wide open and they shine this light right in your eye. Okay? Think of the sun. The sun is like way off. Okay? It's not right in your eye. And it actually helps your eyes. Whereas think about when you have, after you have the light shone in your eyes, your vision is really blurry and it hurts your head. It hurts. Also, another thing they do, like they tell you, oh, you got dry eye. Well, dry eye, it's probably because if you're dumb, dry. Okay? But they take a puff of air and they go poof, right in your eye. And it dries it right out. After they do that, after they put drops in your eyes to make your pupils dilate, to open them right up. Okay? Now, I've been going out in the sun, like they say, that the sun will make you age and everything like that. It's not the sun that is making you age. It is the stress, the anxiety of what we're going through. The medications they have us on. I'm also going to touch base on medications and how they interrupt the ascension process. Okay. And why I say that is because, okay, when you're on medication, it dumbs you down. Does it not? Okay. They tell us that if you're hearing voices, well, it's psychosis. Well, I've been meeting more and more people that have told me that they too hear the voices, because I hear the voices because it's the collective. Okay. It's part of the wake up process. Some people are scared of it. I know, like I was, and I was like wondering, like, what the heck? Because I'd be around people and I'd be hearing their thoughts. It's possible. Oh, yeah. Very possible, because it's supposed to be happening. As I said before, think of the song that Kermit the Frog sings, Rainbow Connections. Okay, so what happens is they tell us you have psychosis or schizophrenia or multiple personality disorders, what have you. Well, you don't have multi-personality disorder. You have the collective. Okay, and the collective is there to help you. Okay, to get through what we're going through. Yes, okay, I'm not saying don't go get mental health. And I'm not telling you go off your meds, because you need to understand what's happening to you first. Okay, but it is dumbing you down. Okay, our kids are ADHD, or we're ADHD, and they're saying, oh, take Ritalin, take this, take that. Well, did you notice that we're never the same, or you're never the same after you take the Ritalin? You figure, oh, well, I can focus more. Well, okay, you can focus more. How much more? How much life do you lose? Not a lot of people that I've noticed have a lot of feeling when they're taking medication. It's kind of like when they give you an antidepressant. Okay, they say, here, you take this antidepressant, but you have to take another pill to enhance the effect of the antidepressant. How does that make sense? Okay, because it doesn't. So you need to ask yourself those things, like, wait a minute, taking an antidepressant that's supposed to help me, but I got to take another thing to enhance the effects of it. Okay, I had a son. I have a son, and when he was younger, the schools want you to put your kids on this medication because, okay, kids are not meant to be sitting in one spot. We are active, okay? And we're not paying attention. It's because what you're teaching, it's not making sense. It's not the things that we should be learning in life. We should be learning life skills, okay? Learning about natural plants, how to grow things, how to sow, how to cook, how to live on our own. Stuff about the universe, not the stuff that they teach in science. It's like, well, I don't want to be a biologist. I don't want to be a chemist. What the heck am I learning this for? Okay. They teach us about war. Okay. It's a lot of racism. They put us against each other by grading us, and we're made to feel stupid because, well, we have no interest in that subject, so we don't even want to learn it because it's boring. Or it just, how is that going to help me in life? Right? And math, English, maybe. But who are you to say how somebody should speak? Okay? I know, like in certain things of life, okay, take for instance the military, okay, you got to walk a certain way, okay, If you're a bear walker, well, you're not allowed to walk like that. But that's how you walk. I know it's like I'm going off on a tangent, but what I'm doing is trying to get you to see and understand that you're being told how to act, how to speak, what you can and cannot do. It's your life. Okay. Now, okay. A lot of people have pointed it out. Okay. The word life, or sorry, not life, the word live. You spell it backwards, you get the word evil. Well, right now, we live in a very evil world as we see it right now. A lot of crap happening that just don't make sense. Our kids, we need to save our kids. But we're just looking and think, oh, well, okay. Some of us just take our kids and set them in front of a TV. Did you ever see the movie Cable Guy? If you haven't, watch it. Because it shows that his mother would set him in front of a TV. I'm not saying it's just mothers. It's fathers too. It's easier to set a kid in front of a TV than sometimes go out and play. A lot more parents and people are going out and playing a little more, which is awesome. But on the Cable Guy, he was set in front of the TV, and he didn't even have his own identity. But the TV's fake, and that's why I've told everyone, get outside where it's real. Okay, our kids sit in front of a TV or a game machine, and they're like this. They're glued to it. And then you try to get them away from it. What happens? Big majority, they get angry and violent. Okay, I know someone who works at a school, and like we need to help each other understand things. Okay, like someone I know, they work at the school as a student monitor, and this kid bit him. Okay, like I understand that kids have disabilities, but why is this kid biting? There's a reason. Okay. When we give them the medication, okay, we say, well, they're calmer. They're calmer, but are they still the same? They're no longer active, are they? They don't want to go outside or do anything. They appear more depressed. Our children, like some of them are talking about committing suicide at their age. Come on. And we think that this medication is helping our kids. No, it's not helping our kids. It's helping the teachers and the people that just don't want to take the time to understand or look into, well, okay, what are other ways that we can teach kids that they want to learn? I hated school because it didn't resonate with me. There was nothing that I wanted, that I felt that I needed, because it wasn't. Home ec, industrial arts, yeah. They taught us cooking and sewing. In industrial arts, they taught us how to do woodworking. I even had, what was it called? Can't remember, but it was where you were kind of doing, like it was like you were building a house. I forget what they're called, but some of you know because you went to school with me. Those were things like health class. Okay, certain things in health class. Okay. Now, my son, the teachers wanted him on ADHD medication. Well, it's not their choice. They can't force you. They're getting paid to help our children. They just need to have patience. I know when I went to school, okay, it was like you had the students that knew what they were doing, the students that didn't quite know, and then the students that really needed the help. Okay, so what happened was the teacher took and she put the students that knew what they were doing, she put them with the kids that didn't quite know, which needed a little help. And then she went, or he went, to the students that really needed her help and attention. Now they don't. They gravitate to the ones that already know what they're doing, and they put the kids that don't know what they're doing into a special class. Aren't you telling them they're stupid? You're taking and you're sectioning, or they're sectioning your kids off. Well, we don't want to be bothered, so we're going to stay with the ones that already know what they're doing. My son told me in school, when he was in school, that he would sit in class, sometimes almost the whole class, with his hand up, trying to get help from the teacher because he didn't understand or know what he was doing. But he would get ignored, right? But then they want your kids to go on medication. I am going to say it. It's like they say, oh, it's like, well, it's child abuse if you don't put them on medication. Well, it's child abuse if you do. Some will say, oh, well, you're fucking crazy. Excuse my French. No, I'm not. I'm just pointing out reality. Okay? This young woman that I've known for like a year and a half now, okay? She's actually, we went to the beach. We went to the ocean the other day, and I kind of noticed like she's very reserved and inside herself. So I asked her. I had a conversation with her, and I was introducing her to the frequencies. Okay, 528432, Nikola Tesla. Okay. Well, when you do that and you meditate, it helps to pop the third eye. Hearing voices is normal. It gets overwhelming when you start hearing a bunch of them. Oh yeah, because you're hearing the collective, or you're hearing other people's thoughts. So it's like, oh my God, stop. Been there, done that. Okay? But now I have it under control because I understand and I know what's happening. So it makes it easier to deal with. So when I was doing this, she told me that she had been listening to these frequencies and she had been meditating, and the voices just got so much, and she was like, it was like she was hearing other people's thoughts and she was answering them. Been there, done that. Okay? And she said it was so much that she felt she had to tell that she was hearing these voices. So what they did was they gave her needles, and she said that she has life to her. She just wants to sleep all the time. Right. Now I may have laughed because I spoke. Okay. And I let her know that she's not alone, and that's normal. You just got to focus on the positive voices as opposed to the negative ones. And you find people like yourself. I went to a health food store today to get something because I'm going to get rid of parasites. And I was talking to her, and I said about like hearing the voices, and they tell you to take a pill and what have. She said, "No, don't take a pill." She said, "I hear voices all the time." So I found her, just like me. They're not schizophrenic, and it's not psychosis. I have other people talk through me. Medium, channeler, right now I'm glitching because the Matrix don't want me to, and my energy is going. So I told her that I'm going to help her, and I am. And I also have a couple other people that I'm helping. One was a really tough one, would mock me big time. But now I believe they're starting to hear the voices as they ascend, because they're ascending. You can ascend, but it blocks you. The medication blocks you from ascension. Okay, it's letting the light of Christ in. Okay, it's helping you to become lighter and let go of the stuff that no longer serves you, serves greater good. Let go of the past. They say about God's forgiveness. Okay, well, I've told people a number of times that you know that God has forgiven you when you've forgiven yourself, because God lives within you. God forgives you no matter what. It's you who's not letting it go. You go for mental health, okay? First thing they say, well, here, take this pill. In 99, I used a Ouija board and my consciousness went poof, big time. I ended up in psychiatric unit, medication, what have you. I even had a psychiatrist, because I told her, okay, like before you get started, I'm going to do something, and then I want you to give me your medical opinion. So I started reciting the Lord's Prayer, Our Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, what have you. And my body started shaking really bad, to the point that my voice was shaking and I couldn't talk no more. So I stopped. And when I stopped, my body just went right back to normal. Okay? So when I stopped and my body went back to normal, I looked at her and I said, okay, now, what's your medical opinion? And she looks at me and says, I know nothing about the spiritual stuff. And it's like, well, I didn't ask for your spiritual opinion. I asked for your medical opinion. And she looks at me. Okay, that's the same as this time. The doctors, they can't explain things. Because when I get out of the hospital and I went to see the therapist, like I was talking to her and stuff like that, and she said, do you know what they have you diagnosed with? And I was like, well, probably psychosis. She said, no, they don't. They have you diagnosed as unexplained, meaning there's no diagnosis, nothing that can explain why I'm able to speak in what some would call tongues, but it's universal language, the light language of the universe. Okay? So when that happens, it's like, okay, it's got to give people a kind of a head shaker, okay? Somebody can't be explained, okay? When I went the other year after I got out of the hospital, because I was in the hospital 3 times last year, okay? 3rd time's a charm, right? Realized that not taking their medication, because it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like shift. Well, the first time I went and I was there, I told them when I was leaving, I said, you might want to be ready because there's more people like myself coming and your medication's not going to work. I had a doctor, like I was saying, in 99 when it all happened the first time. The doctor told me that back in time, okay, they subsided us now, and they said that it was kind of a form of possession. Well, it's not possession, it's the collective. Okay, it could be negative or positive. Okay, he said that that's what it was, and they give you this medication to subside it, to subdue it. But it doesn't subdue it. It just causes your body to like hurt because you have all this negative feeling and energy bottled up inside, and it just needs to pop. It needs to come out. And you go and they say, well, here, take this medication. I had the doctor or a therapist tell me, well, you need to go to the psychiatrist. All I needed was a bit of counseling to talk about some problems that I had. Well, no, you got to go to the psychiatrist because we got to get a diagnosis on you. Because if you don't have a mental health issue on a moderate to severe level, well, I can't help you. Okay. That's through mental health, through government. So in order for mental health to help you, you need a diagnosis. Right? Don't make sense to me. Okay, because like you take one medication and they tell you, oh, well, you got to take this medication for this side effect and that side effect and that side effect. By the time you're done, you're on like what, 5 to 10 pills? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at circumstance. So now we have the sun that makes everything else grow, but it's bad for us. No, it's not. Okay. And then we have medications they say is good for you. I know one person who's taking a medication for pain. Okay. And they're still taking other medications because it's not working. But strangely, that medication that they're taking, holy crap, they said that they can't eat vegetables. What medication should be doing that to make you not be able to eat food that is healthy for you? It don't make sense, everyone. Think about it. We don't know what it is. We don't understand it. And doctors will prescribe it not even knowing what it is. But they prescribe it because it's an incentive. Another thing I'm here to tell you is there was in 2020, There was a doctor in the Valley, Dr. I believe it was Robert Miller. He did an interview article with the Chronicle Herald. And in that article, it was with regards to our taxpayer dollars that's supposed to go towards our health care. At this, the biggest majority of that tax dollars that's supposed to go towards our medical care actually goes towards legal fees for doctors who are being sued for medical malpractice. Think about that one. Okay? Our tax dollars that's supposed to be for our health goes towards protecting the doctors who are supposed to be helping us. But instead of it going towards our medical health, it's going towards their legal fees to protect their asses from medical malpractice. So basically, what is being said in that statement is, oh, well, do what you want to the patients. Like, we'll protect your ass if you fuck up. Excuse my French. They just keep coming back, so we make more money and more money and more. We could say, oh well, we need to charge more taxes because we don't have the money, and then the hospitals are saying, oh come on, donate. Well, where's the freaking money going to? It's going to legal fees to protect doctors from malpractice, and it's going in their pockets. Doctors get incentives for every prescription that they write. It does. New prescription comes out. What do? Like a new pill comes out. What do? They push it. Oh, we want you to take this one. Why? Because they're getting an incentive. They're getting something out of it. For anxiety, I listen to frequencies. There's anxiety frequencies. There's basically a frequency for everything. I was listening to a frequency the other night. I wanted to get rid of the parasites, okay? And I was laying in my bed and I had this frequency on. They're coming up like that and I'm starting to feel ill, like I just want to puke them out. Well, the next morning I got up and I had, I had the poops because I was pooping these things out. There's frequencies to remove negative energy when you feel like it's like irritable, negative. Put these frequencies on. There's frequencies 528-432. Helps to heal your DNA. They tell you, oh well, we only use 10% of our brain. Well, why do we only use 10% of our brain? What happened to the other 90%? You can use it. Okay? Right now it's like this, so you got to bring it together, and it's part of the ascension. There's frequencies to pop the third eye, the all-seeing eye, God's eye. Okay, you're telepathic, you're psychic. That's the other 90% of your brain. You know more than what you know more than what you're giving yourself credit for. We have all the answers. We're just told that, oh, well, no, this is all you can learn. Or you're being lied to. Okay? So it's a matter of, like, I've done a lot of research, and in all honesty, for the most part, I'm kind of researched out sometimes, because it's like, what? Like, you look at the world and it's like everything has gone to poop, right? And then we're sitting, some of us are sitting in front of the TV and we got the news on constantly. It's like, well, aren't you sick of being stressed over it? Go outside and look. Is it happening? Okay. You may not believe, but we're manifesting a lot of stuff. And it's making us sick. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Live backwards is evil. Well, I don't want to just live. I don't want to live. I want to be alive. And I want to experience life. Okay? If you take the word life and you spell it backwards, and okay, fear, false evidence appearing real, well, life backwards is evolve forward in love. Okay? In 99, I was confused and I didn't know what life was, and it was like I just wanted to end and just go away and like not be alive. So I wrote a poem, Life is a challenge. It works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. It has its ups, downs, and sometimes just upsetting. We live life for what? To be happy, sad, or just to be known? Well, all of the above, because that is all the experience. So we're experiencing life. Not just to live, we're experiencing life. I don't want to just live, survive. I want to experience life to the fullest. And with all this fear, false evidence appearing real, we're all on edge for the most part. We're all fighting with each other because we all have differences of opinions. We got truth seekers out there that are exposing the truth, and some of us just don't want to hear it because it's too much. I actually, I'm going to see if I can find it, because I've been wanting to show this. Okay, when I first drew it, I was told it was a very barbaric picture, which sort of is. Okay, now I can explain it too, because some of you can actually relate to it. Oh, crap. Did I go by it? I think I did. Oh, maybe I don't have it on here. I did have it on here. Yes, I do have it in my Facebook. Okay, just bear with me. I am wearing my glasses because I'm on the stupid screen, which I don't use the screen very often. So I'm going to go to my uploads. Okay. Now, I've posted pictures also, and with like pictures of the moon and stuff coming off of the moon. Okay. Just, I know it's like, well, shouldn't you have it? Well, yeah, I should have had it ready, but, oh, First off, here's my picture of Gazoo. Oh, crap. Okay, that's Gazoo right there. That's in my trailer. Okay, it's on my Facebook. Okay, here we go. I think you can see that picture. Okay, hold on. Oh, no, the lighting is just a little. Oh, it's because of the thing, the way it is. Okay, so that's it. See this up here? Okay, I can explain that. Okay, it's got words on it. If you can see the words, zoology ear, love me now. Okay, now, oh, look at that. That's a spacecraft. Yes, that's a light ship. Okay, so this is it explained. Okay, I know you all can read that. Okay, so what it says is I got a card from a pastor, and in it had a verse of Corinthians 3:2. Okay, I tell people to read it now because it has about women shall submit to men. Okay, and then I had Necron, which was 11 feet 5 inches tall. Okay, because back a while ago when I first started evolving, there was a giant sitting in my living room. It was on kind of on a different dimension. And then Chiron was 6'8", which was sitting at the other end. Okay. So now where I have Earth, okay, Earth is Terra or Gaia. Okay. And in that it has love me now. So what I was saying was love the earth now. Love Mother Earth. Okay, that's why I say get outside. Enjoy nature, enjoy Mother Earth. Plant. Help the things to grow instead of destroying them. Okay, the face, that the face right here. Okay? That's God. Okay? God of all, zoology. Okay? And then I had done. Right here. Okay, see that? It's over the church. Okay? And that is labeled as giants. Okay? The big businesses. Okay? The stuff that's hurting us. And then I have, well, the roosters, the cocks. Okay? You know, the cock of the walk. That is ego. Egg. Ego. Then I have ants. There's your ant head right over here. Okay? That represents ants. The people, worker ants. We build the stuff, they burn it or they tear it down on us and make us rebuild again. Okay? Then we have the hearts. Okay? The crown of hearts. Okay? For that, I have the hearts represents the love of what we're doing now. We're going into the age of Aquarius. The love, right? Okay? God is love. Love is God. Love is infinite energy. Okay? Which represents the crown. Well, Jesus was the crown. Okay? That's how I interpreted that. Then you have the ears. Okay? So right here, I have the two ears. Okay? Well, our ears are for hearing. Okay? They tell us, like, it's see no evil, hear no evil. And we're not supposed to speak any either. Hence, these. Okay? So, the ears are for hearing. Okay? The eyes are for seeing, okay? And then in the center, right here, you can see a bird head, okay? So, oh, there's my spaceship again. The bird head is the eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, God's eye, the pineal gland. Pop it, okay? Stop with the fluoride. Stop with the stuff that is calcifying it right here, okay? And then we have right here, okay? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a face right there, okay? That represents the angels, people, old souls, okay? Like all of us, okay? And then you have right here, creeds is kind of zoology also, okay? They create different species, okay? So the creeds, kind of zoology, they're tampering with our DNA, our biology, okay? That's what I'm saying there. And then when you look, I have the church, okay? See that? I have the church, okay? Which represents the cabal, okay? And with that, if you look at the top of the church, right? Oh, darn. Right here, okay, through the chimney, I have what appears to be a penis, okay? And that penis represents we are being effed from behind, okay? And then there's like I had one thing of have you ever been called a bag? A man will call a woman, you old bag, right? It means ugly, unkept. So this is what I've been trying to tell people before about also women and children. Okay, we're being told we're ugly, we're unkept, and we're being treated like shit. Men are being treated like shit too. I'm not saying, because like I'm tired of hearing men say, "Oh, well, this is the way women are," and women are saying, "Well, this is the way men are." Well, you know what? We're both like that, because you got the ego and you have the feminine. Okay? In some, one overpowers the other. So what we're doing now is we need to bring